Hey guys, it's Taylor here. I just had a tonsillectomy surgery on December 21st, right before Christmas, and let me tell you, it was the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all about my tonsillectomy surgery, tell you about my recovery, and share with you some tips and advice on how to make your recovery a little bit better, in case any of you are thinking about having a tonsillectomy or debating whether your kids should have a tonsillectomy. I'm going to tell you all about it because it was the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. I was talking after my surgery, I was fine. I got out of surgery and I swallowed and I was like, holy crap, like, maybe this is not going to be as bad as I thought it would. Turns out I was just on a lot of anesthesia and a lot of pain pills, so that lasted a couple hours. Then the next day, day two and day three were absolutely the worst pain I've ever had in my entire life. And so you can imagine, like, you work out, right? Your first day you're like, oh, that's not too bad. Day 2 and 3 you're really sore. Well, that's when my throat really hit me. I was shocked the first day on how little pain I was in. And then day 2 and 3 I was like, oh my God. I mean, I can't even describe to you the pain that I was in. Like, imagine how many times a day you swallow and how many, you need liquids to survive and you need to eat to survive. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't bear swallowing my own saliva. So for about 10 days, I just basically slept a lot and held in my saliva because it's the only thing that would take the pain away. Same day 4, I actually puked up green bile because of how many pain medicines I had in my stomach and how little food and water I had. So that was not a fun experience. But it just goes to show you, like, I couldn't eat. Like, I was so thirsty. My mom was like, you have to drink, Taylor. And I'm like, I want to drink. Couldn't really talk, but like, I wanted to drink. I was so thirsty for 10 days, but I couldn't bear it. Like, it's seriously the worst pain ever. I don't even know how to compare it to anything. So then day 5 and 6, they weren't as bad as the first couple days. This was around Christmas time, so I had family around. I would try to talk to them a little bit. I sounded like a deaf person almost because I had a lot of mucus and I was just monotone.
I'm able to talk a little bit better today. In previous days, I really just didn't talk because it hurt so bad, or had so much like saliva in my mouth that I was like, what's the point?
And it hurt to like project like I am now, so I would try to talk, but not for very long. But I was able to like get up and open Christmas gifts. I ate some chicken that day actually, but that was the worst thing I could have done because it just wrecked my throat, which the doctor said you're supposed to eat normally after surgery because it helps the scabs to go away and things like that. You're supposed to do everything normal, but you can't because your throat was just like, your tonsils were burned out of your throat, so your whole throat was just messed up. But basically, like day 5, 6, 7, 8, I would say my ears were just like in even the same pain or worse than my throat. Day 7 was like the first time I pooped. I know that's a lot of information, but because of the codeine, I literally was stuffed up for 7 days, and it got so bad that my dad even bought some like sodium nitrate that you take before you go to like a colonoscopy, and he brought home like an enema. I mean, I think that literally scared the crap out of me because I did poop that day without having to do any of that because I was like, I'm not sticking an enema. Day 7, the pain got even worse, which they told me that you think it's gonna get better, but then it's actually not, and that's absolutely true. Day 7, the pain was almost back to like day 3, 4, which is terrible pain because that's when your scabs are starting to come off. So like day 7, 8, and 9, I was like, I would wake up like, oh my God, another day of misery. Like the pain didn't ease up at all for 10 days straight. So you can feel the scabs come off in your throat, so that's making you cough because it's like a foreign object. Day 8 and 9 was when I would drink and eat and like I would feel like it was burning in my throat. I would feel like a burning sensation and a cold sensation at once, so all I could do was like take a drink and then sit there for like 3 minutes just like letting the pain go away and then do it all over again. So like the pain did not ease up. Day 10 was still pretty bad, so then I started looking up online like, when is this pain going to go away? And I read patients' reviews of this surgery and they all agree. Like they said it was the worst pain they've ever experienced in their life. I read 30-year-old and 40-year-old reviews and they were saying that they would take doing a double C-section and giving birth over the pain they were in. And I've never had a kid, but I can imagine. Like some tips I can give if you are thinking about getting a tonsillectomy, really consider like how old you are. If you are 20 and above, if it's life-threatening, yes, get it out. If you are like me and you get like 7 strep throats a year, maybe it's worth it, but I mean, honestly, you need to have like a 10-day period where you are free and have nothing to do because it's hard. Like, and taking off work for 10 days, like it's gonna be tough to do that, but you need a 10-day period to really recover. It was up until 14 days, so exactly 2 weeks was when I started really feeling better. But up until 14 days, I was taking Advil still when I woke up. And that is like scary because I'm like, my liver and my kidneys are gonna be messed up. If you have kids though that get a lot of ear infections, get a lot of strep throat, I would really look into it. If they snore, if their tonsils are abnormally large, really talk to your doctor about getting their tonsils out. If they have to get their adenoids out, ask them to take the tonsils out at the same time. Because if you're under 12, you're not gonna remember it. You know, it's gonna be painful, yes, but kids recover a lot quicker than adults do. And then also, they're not gonna remember it. I had my adenoids out when I was like 7, 8 years old. I remember thinking I woke up in a king size bed, like was being pushed around in a car. It was not a big deal, right? This I'm gonna remember forever. If you even are thinking about getting your child's tonsils out, get them out now. Because I never had a lot of issues growing up, but when I went to college, I started getting a ton of strep throats, and that's when it was time to get them out. So you never know. Honestly, like, I don't think you need them. Just pop those babies out when they're younger, no big deal. If you're an adult like me, I would really think about it, because even my parents did not even think it was gonna be this bad. I mean, they were like, holy crap, it was bad. A couple pieces of advice that I have for you is have some ice bags ready, because even if it doesn't take a lot of the swelling down, it still feels like it is, and like it feels better, it feels cooling on your throat, your neck. For the food, have some Jello, some applesauce, maybe some pudding. I didn't want any ice cream, I didn't want anything thick. People are like, oh, do you want a smoothie? I'm like, I can't even swallow my own saliva. Like, I really didn't want to swallow anything. The pain was so bad that I would not even want to swallow my pain pills, if that tells you anything. You know, like I didn't want to swallow that at all. So I ate a lot of applesauce when I could. Other than that, maybe some Jello occasionally, but just have a lot of soft foods ready, because that's the only thing you're going to want to eat. Just make sure you set a timer for your pain pills, because if you accidentally sleep through your pain pills and wake up, you're going to be in 10 times worse pain than you even could imagine, thought you were going to be in. I was already in excruciating pain with the pain pills, but if I missed my pills or like slept through it, I would wake up and be like, oh my, like it's terrible. So I would take 2 Advil every 4 hours, I would take the codeine every 5 to 6 hours, and then I would take like a Tylenol with the codeine. Had permission from my doctor to do all this, but it is a lot of pain pills, and you need every bit of it. So just set a timer. Other than that, just sleep a lot, make sure you have at least 10 days to recover. So just brace yourself for it. You will get through it. I'm better now, I'm good now, but I just want everyone to know, like, it's no joke. And it is gonna be the worst pain of your life probably for exactly 10 days. But just weigh your odds. There's not a lot that you can do to make the surgery or the recovery that much better, but those are little things that you can do a little bit. Just be prepared, like you're gonna be holding your spit-in a lot, you know, have some towels ready when you sleep so that you don't have to like wake up every time and spit in the sink. I don't know, it's a really gross surgery, not gonna lie, but just be prepared. Share this video with someone who's thinking about getting a tonsillectomy, or who has kids that they're debating whether they should get their tonsils out or not. I say good luck to any of you who have to have the surgery. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.